Jesse.
I'm Sean.
Billy.
And welcome to Set Your Heart Ablaze. This is episode 1. We are going to start just by talking about some of our tastes in anime and general shows that we enjoy watching. In the future, we'll talk about specific shows, kind of go through, watch them, review them, and get our reactions for ones that one or more of us in the group have not seen. But for today, I kind of just want to get to know each other and our tastes so we can make recommendations based on that, because there's some things that one of us may love that the other hasn't experienced or ever kind of watched through, and I think giving us the chance to try new things is a good idea.
Or ever wants to experience.
Oh, we'll experience it. So, Sean, why don't we start by telling us what kind of stuff are you into? What are some of your favorite anime? Do you have any specific genre you like? Any kind of tropes that you enjoy more than others?
Well, I was just informed that there are certain types of animes. So I guess I'm a shonen style, right? Is that the style?
Yeah,
Yeah,
shonen.
shonen. I'm a shonen style.
So shonen literally means young boy.
Okay.
And it's mostly marketed towards young
Teenagers.
boys.
Young boys.
Young to
Because we
teenagers.
were watching when we were teenagers.
But the
And
actual
then we kept on liking it.
and the actual demographic spans pretty much
Yeah.
everywhere. But
Yeah.
as long as they get that initial demographic, that's more what they're looking for.
We say it's the most
Makes
popular for sure. Most popular for sure.
I'd say so. It's the first one that really came over to America
Yeah.
as a kind of full force. Like you had the Dragon Ball Z, the Yu Yu Hakusho, little stuff like that. That was on Toonami. You would Toonami, Adult Swim, all those ones. So those are definitely probably the most popular throughout the country. So that makes sense.
And he has the Shonen Jump app, but he just thought that was a cool name. He didn't know that was the actual.
It sounded like a really cool
He
name.
didn't know that was an actual app for just Shonen.
Style
Yeah.
mangas, I
Yeah.
guess. So
Like, man, I like everything on Shonen.
shit, it's badass.
It's
all
all the
badass.
same general thing.
Yeah,
I
so-
love the fights.
So right now, I guess, yeah, I'm a shonen. I like shonen style animes, and I do have a top 5.
Lay them
So,
on us. Are you going to do them in any particular order, or just kind
No,
of
just my
Well,
5.
do number
Okay.
1 for sure.
I can't do a number 1.
do your number one last?
I'll guess his number 1 right now. That's fine.
No, it's not Dragon Ball. So
Yeah.
there's no way.
So everything Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super,
Not GT.
not Dragon Ball GT.
What?
No,
Oh my God, Sean!
you
No,
know that's horrible. Come on.
GT is better than Super.
No, it's
yes,
not.
it is.
No, it's not.
I would take GT over Super 10 times out of
You're
10.
crazy. Dragon Ball Super kicks
Super
ass.
Saiyan 4 beats the shit out of Super Saiyan God.
Super Saiyan
No.
4 looks
Give me that
ridiculous.
hairy-chested monkey.
No.
You just love hairy chest.
That's
God damn right I do. I feel represented.
Nah, Super Saiyan 4 is stupid.
No,
Especially
It
how
was
it's-
stupid. It was stupid.
It was
No.
stupid the way Vegeta got it the first time, but at least like with Goku's, it was
Vegeta's
better. And
like-
Super Saiyan 4 is so good.
So, viewers out there, we are going to argue a lot.
But Vegeta is like 50% of the show. So you
Vegeta's
can't-
50% of every show.
So you
He's
can't-
the
right.
best written character in
He's-
Dragon Ball.
He's right there.
That's what I'm saying. So
There's-
GT ruined his character.
It didn't ruin it.
It kind of ruined it.
ruined his character.
How did it ruin Vegeta?
First of all, it cut his hair.
It kind of made him a bitch.
Cut his hair. Gave him a mustache.
He got older. That's how you show that time has passed. It's
Well-
like when you're younger, and then you see a time skip, and then they've got glasses now.
Not then. This is made up. So
No, I'm
I'm
literally talking about an anime. They get a haircut, and they've got some sort of vision thing, like in Naruto. Gaara's haircut, Naruto's haircut.
yeah, but they're
And
not. They're not Saiyans though. Saiyans don't get older. After they had stay
They,
younger.
they,
for
they
a long
age
time.
slower, but
They
they
age
still,
way
they
slower.
still
They age
age.
way slower.
They're still older,
They had
and
no
he's allowed to
reason-
get a haircut.
No, they pretty much retired him almost.
You got.
You can't retire
You can't. You
Vegeta.
can't retire
This
the
whole
Prince of
thing-
Saiyans.
They didn't retire Vegeta. He wasn't a part of the main deal, but he was still doing his stuff.
You
He
can't
got
retire the guy
he
that
got
was
taken over by Baby. He had that whole arc where he got taken over by the power shit, and then him and Goku with
You're
Black
bullshitting
Dragon.
with us right
Yeah.
now, right?
No, I'm being 100% serious. I would take
You can't.
GT over Super.
Well, we'll talk about
100%.
that some other time.
We're gonna argue
Okay.
about this in a different
can't
podcast.
retire
We
the
no,
guy.
we have to do one just about Dragon Ball, the whole Dragon Ball.
We could
saga.
probably argue for an hour just about Vegeta.
Yes,
if
we
I'm
could.
being
Yes,
honest.
just like we did about Soul Eater.
I love that
Anyways, so Dragon Ball, everything except GT.
Yeah.
Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin. I'm going to have to add Soul Eater and Demon Slayer. Those are my 5.
stuff. Okay, that's a pretty respectable top 5. A little bit of old school and then some newer
old
stuff.
school,
A little bit
new
of a
school.
mix.
Yeah.
I noticed a lot of the stuff you have has a lot of samurai and a little bit of Japanese
A lot of it
themes
is
in that. Is
Japanese.
that a big thing for you?
That is a huge thing for me. I wanted to be a samurai.
Demon Slayer is the newest for sure on there. Everything else is pretty old.
Yeah.
No, Soul Eater was
Soul
like
Eater.
2013, 2014.
I mean, that is kind of older, but not really. So
When I was saying older, I was talking about like 80s, 90s, like
Yeah.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah,
and,
okay.
I
Yu
started
Yu
started
Hakusho.
with Dragon Ball for sure. Actually,
Dragon Ball
me
is
started with
freaking
Dragon
awesome.
Ball. Back in the old school animation, I liked the old school animation. You know, Goku's wiener would show up every now and again.
Regular.
Like I remember, you remember that scene where he first meets Bulma
Oh, yeah.
and he realizes Bulma doesn't have a wiener.
Yeah, and he's just
Yeah,
like,
that's-
where's your balls at?
Where'd it go? Hilarious.
And she didn't realize he took off her panties.
Yeah.
So when she flashes Roshi, she's just
There's
naked.
no
Yeah,
panties. Hey, but she got a Dragon Ball out of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, what about you, Billy?
Well, mine are a lot newer, except I'll do mine in order. I gotta have Dragon Ball first because that's what I grew up with. That's the first anime I ever remember watching.
Yep.
But then the second anime I remember watching was Naruto, Cartoon Network.
Do you prefer
Sorry.
the OG Naruto or Shippuden?
Shippuden.
What?
Well, I prefer Shippuden because Naruto's talents really took off in Shippuden. Like it was just all kind of basics at that point. Before that point, but I mean, obviously, I don't want to pick one over the other. Honestly, they're both good.
Okay.
Boruto's out of the question, though. But
Oh, so good.
I mean, yeah.
We love Boruto here.
Well, all right, we'll talk about that some other time. But Dragon Ball, Naruto. I love Hunter x Hunter. I don't think you've seen that one.
I've seen it.
Did you hear them
Yeah.
bringing
Yeah.
it back?
Yeah, I heard they're bringing it back, but I've also been keeping up with the manga, and I like that one a lot.
Hiatus.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they bring it back.
They said they're going to, so I doubt it's going to be a long continued bring back, and I'm sure it'll go on hiatus again after a few chapters. But at least it's something, kind of like Berserk, where the author died, but one of his assistants is keeping it going.
Oh yeah.
So I'm kind of worried about how that'll turn out. But I mean, at least they're trying.
And
They're
then,
making an effort.
and then obviously One Piece. I love One Piece. Luffy.
Who's your favorite
Luffy's-
Straw Hat other than Luffy?
Oh, Zoro for sure.
Oh god.
Zoro.
Okay.
Only reason I like Zoro is because
Jesse just came.
he's
No, that was the opposite.
he's
Oh,
such a
opposite.
no,
Uncame.
he's a whole series. There's been no one more dedicated to the Straw Hats than Luffy, besides Zoro.
That I will give him. He is
Like, he is
a
taking
loyal. He's like a
He's
golden
pretty much
retriever.
almost
Just-
died for him a few times.
You say he's pretty much a golden
He's a
retriever.
loyal-
Yeah. Oh
He
god.
is.
Like,
He's
he
like a
starts the
dog.
series like, yo, if you get in the way of my dream, I'll kill you. And then there's 2 different points in the story
Yeah.
where he basically sacrifices his entire dream
Mhm.
to make sure Luffy is okay. Or
Make
to
sure
make
Luffy's
his
dream is to become the king of the pirates.
Yeah.
And Zoro's the only one that actually is trying to make it happen.
That I don't think that's true though. The entire crew is fighting to that. Usopp is the first one
Well,
that.
Usopp's pretty,
But-
he's pretty selfish.
No, well, that's his whole character. He
Yeah.
gets so much development from it.
Yeah.
Like he's the first one to say to an enemy, "Luffy is gonna be king of the pirates," while he's getting
Usopp.
hit by a 4-ton bat in the fucking face, and breaking his entire face. Like he's still like, "Nah, Luffy is that guy."
Yeah.
But I respect Zoro.
Well, Usopp was
I
going to
like
be my
Zoro.
third favorite, for sure. He's hilarious.
Oh, we love it. So
He's hilarious.
Usopp is a guy on the crew
Mhm.
who basically everyone else is like superhuman and has all these powers. Usopp is if they like dropped one of us in there. It's just a regular
Just a
fucking
regular
He's
guy.
got
person.
good aim. He's a good.
Yeah, he's a sniper. Like he can shoot,
Yeah,
but
he's a sniper.
he's not super durable. He's not. Well, I mean, he tanks some stupid hits. His whole thing is he's a liar. Like at one point, he beats an enemy by hitting them with a fake hammer and just scaring the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Like, but
That show's got so much.
there's
So
so
much stuff to cover.
It gets so much deeper than you think it could for
And
a silly show
I
about.
think I'm on
rubber
my
pirate.
last one. Probably One Punch Man.
I respect it.
Wait, that's only 3.
No?
I said Dragon Ball, Naruto, Hunter x Hunter. Only one in order is Dragon Ball. I'll put One Piece second, but for now, Dragon Ball, Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, One Piece, One Punch Man.
Okay.
One Punch Man. Only thing that I love the manga is keeping up, but they really got to keep up with the show, man.
Yeah, they need the next season to come
First
out
season-
faster than it is. The season 2 was really good.
We only
I-
got that's the one show Sony picked to live action as a movie.
They're
I
making
think
a
it's-
movie out of that one?
I think it's possible. A lot of the people are just normal humans, so it's not like a ton of crazy stuff. It's just the villains.
Well, which
and
is,
stuff.
I mean, I was just surprised, like, because it's been out like the least amount of time compared to a lot of other shows.
I mean, they picked One Piece to do a live action of too. So
Oh, that's a show. They're doing a movie.
see, the movies just end up so bad, like the Death Note movie.
You need shows. You need shows.
Yeah,
You need
episodes.
Yeah, episodes.
But
You
One
can
Piece
make an
or
entire-
One Punch Man is way more less complex than One Piece. So a movie could be.
Yeah, they
It could be done.
could shrink that down.
You
Just
can't do a movie out of One Piece.
just do it
You
like a whole everything up to Boros or something,
Yeah.
and then just have to make a second movie for that. I think that'd be good.
You can
So-
fit the whole first season in a movie, I think.
Yeah, just condense it a little bit.
One Piece, nah. You need
Well,
like 10-hour movie.
How about you, Jesse? What's your top
So
5?
I
In
want
order or out of order?
mine are going to be in order.
Okay.
And I want to start by apologizing to both of you because Dragon Ball is not even in my top 20.
What?
Yeah, no, it is nowhere near
Well,
there.
You were a little late to the
No. Oh no, I've started the second it started airing in America. I was 6 years old when I started watching Dragon Ball. I was not even in first grade. It was the
What is
first
there
anime
not to
I
like
watched.
about it, though?
When it was the first anime I'd watched, I liked it, but I love character development and an actual plot more than just I want to be strong and I'm gonna find the next strong guy, and then the next stronger guy kind of gets inserted in.
Yeah, there's
And then
always someone stronger. That's the
Exactly,
point.
and the fact that it's just the power creep that happens, just I don't know, like you get Frieza and he beats Frieza, and then he gets back home, and then
Yeah, but
there-
Frieza's an
there's-
iconic villain. You know,
I'm not disagreeing about I'm not disagreeing about that.
Yeah.
Just the general story
No, I
as a
get that.
whole, it's just like, hey, I'm doing this, and then it's still another guy.
It's repeating the past.
Yeah, it's kind of like I love Bleach, but the story is mostly, hey, I got these powers, I'm gonna go rescue this person. I get back, now I've got to rescue the other girl in the group, and then I'm back, and it just keeps kind of repeating like that for a while. I'm cool with that for like 1 or 2 arcs, but give me something else as well, and I'll enjoy it more.
No, for me, it's a hurdle. There's always another hurdle in its growth.
But there's so many shows and manga that do that without just following the same formula for every single arc.
That's because other shows have other characters to carry the show.
Exactly.
Dragon
In
Ball
Dragon Ball,
pretty
you
much
got Goku,
Goku and
Vegeta,
Vegeta.
and for the Cell Saga,
But-
you have Gohan.
Dragon Ball Super has brought in that issue. They got other characters to pick up.
They really didn't, though. Even Gohan, who's supposed to be one of the
Well, no, I'm
strongest,
not going. I'm talking about Beerus. He picked it up a lot.
Yeah, I like Beerus
Whis
as a
picked it
new
up
character.
lot.
But I mean, they're there, but they're not sitting there as like how Yamcha and Krillin. They're specifically there to lose fights before Goku gets there. There's
Yeah,
not someone
Not
who's
anymore,
there.
Yeah.
There's not someone there who's specifically there to have their own
Well,
set fight to be a
That's-
part of the
well,
main.
now what's going on is that they're getting Goku and Vegeta getting groomed.
Yeah, to be
So
the
they're
next
not.
gods
You
and the
don't
god
have
of
to. They're not
destruction. all
showing the
that
rest
stuff.
of the. They're not showing the rest of the Z crew, which
But
I love.
there's other stuff going. But there's other
Well,
stuff going on.
we've outgrown the Z crew is what we're
that's what
saying.
they're saying.
But at the same time,
and
with a
again-
show like One Piece, it's you get the whole
bringing everyone
world.
up at
Yeah,
the
you
same
bring the
time,
whole
yeah.
like the world building. Even crews that aren't even the Straw Hats, you're getting to see their growth. You're getting to see what's going on around
Well,
the
you know what?
entire
They get to
world.
learn from everyone's mistake. Now, One Piece is pretty old. Never mind.
Yeah, One Piece, 1995 is
I
when the
don't-
manga started,
you know,
95 and 98 or
One
something.
Piece did it right off the bat.
Personally, I don't see it as a mistake. It's the one show that can do that and get away with it
Yeah.
in my eyes.
I don't see it as a mistake. I think it's what Akiriyama kind of meant to do.
Mhm.
But like he said it
I
himself,
love shows.
he'll write a chapter and he'll be like, "Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen next. Like I'm just doing it as I go."
Yeah,
It's a lighthearted story told in a lighthearted way, and I don't
that's what I respect.
I
about
don't dislike that, but it's not gonna put that in my favorite shows.
it. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Like I don't dislike. I'll watch it. I keep up like all through Super. I watched all of Super every Sunday
You
as the
like
episodes were coming. No, I liked it. It was fine. But it's not something that I'm like. Yes, I'm not gonna sit and rewatch it like I would. I've rewatched One Piece to completion 6 times
Yeah, me either.
from the beginning.
Wow.
It's a lot.
I'll rewatch it. And like I said earlier, we're gonna argue about this
Oh yeah, it's gonna
a
come.
lot. Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways.
So my top 5, in order, I'm going to start with 5 and go all the way up to 1.
Okay.
My number 5 is going to be Trigun. It's from early mid 90s. It's set in the Old West. And have either of you watched it?
No, it's a hard no.
Okay.
Trigon.
Trigun. It's-
Trigun, like 3 guns.
Yeah, Trigun. That is probably going to be, if I get to pick one soon, the first one that I'm going to make
Trigun?
you both watch. It's only about 25 episodes.
Oh, I like that.
It's kind of along the same vein of Cowboy Bebop. If
Okay.
you've seen that, where it's individual, like episodic style for the beginning,
Yeah.
and then the second half has more of a plot that it follows.
Yeah.
But the character development, the stuff you see, like the main character, you have him the entire time, and he's doing silly stuff in the beginning, and you don't really understand why. But as you find out more about his past, you see like, oh, that's why he is the way he is. That's how he does it. It's not like a story where he grows in strength or anything like that. He's already the strongest motherfucker out there. But like he's just silly.
Those are the kind of shows I like, where it's
Yes.
unequivocally the strongest
Yeah.
right off the bat.
You
Like
get
Dragon
introduced to him. See, that's not even Dragon Ball though. Goku
Alright,
gets fucking dog washed in half the fights in
Yeah.
Super.
And he comes back and gets.
He does, but it's not saying
second
he's
grade.
coming. He's not coming off the bat being the strongest.
Well, even
Even in
it's
Dragon
like
Ball,
that.
he didn't win the first tournament he was in.
That's because he was a little kid.
That's fine, but you're saying he gets introduced as the strongest.
For his age, you gotta put it in context.
No. Luffy was the strongest in the East Blue. He didn't have a challenge until you hit CP9.
Well, Don
Krieg didn't challenge him.
him a little
No, he
bit.
didn't. There was just water in between them. He couldn't get there.
Yeah.
If you look at it, the only
Well,
thing that happened in the
That
East
is why I
Blue
like Luffy.
is
Yeah.
he tried to beat Goofy and he got trapped and stuff.
Yeah.
You see different anime protagonists like, oh man, I'm timid, but I'm gonna learn and I'm gonna get stronger. You got Luffy,
I
hey,
do like
I'm gonna
Luffy.
kick your ass, and then he does it.
I love
Alvida,
shows like that.
one
And
shot.
then he
Buggy,
does it.
he beats the shit out of him and hits him to another island
Yeah.
like it's nothing. Don Krieg, if
Buggy,
they're
who's
Buggy is
Empire now.
oh my god.
He's an
Okay,
Empire
spoilers for that, but yeah, because that's
Spoiler
long.
alert. That makes Luffy beating Buggy back then
Yeah.
way more
Way
impressive.
more exactly.
Way more
You've got
impressive.
him against Don Krieg, who Don Krieg couldn't do anything to Luffy. The only thing is Luffy couldn't get to him because Don Krieg kept water in between them. They had to literally take him out of the Arlong fight because Luffy would have just fucking destroyed him. He got Goofy, got himself stuck in the cement, and then thrown in the ocean.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean,
they had to
you
get
kinda
him
see
out
why
until
Luffy-
the end.
Man,
'Cause
one
it's
of the
too
main
powerful.
reasons Luffy is so strong is his bloodline also.
But I don't even think it is because of his bloodline. You can see people with the bloodlines that like spawned him. His dad was one of the leaders of the old CP9, and he got made a leader just because of his dad,
Yeah.
or Helmeppo.
Yeah, but Luffy's dad's a dragon.
You don't know that for sure. Dragon might be his mom. You don't know that.
Like an actual dragon or someone?
No,
named
No.
his dad's name is Dragon.
Ah, okay.
But I mean, Crocodile is obviously
Another
Luffy's
spoiler
mom.
alert.
That's fine. Crocodile is obviously Luffy's mom. We all know this.
What?
Yeah. Oh, have you not heard that theory?
No, I'm not.
Oh, I'm okay. I'll talk to you about that later. But just like the world building is really important to me.
Yeah.
But as far as Trigun goes, really short, sweet, to the point, no
Say
filler.
number 5.
That's my number 5.
Okay.
My number
That
4.
was 10 minutes later.
Yeah, sorry. I get excited about this. I'm sorry.
I call it passion.
Yeah. My number 4 is going to be Soul Eater. I
Okay.
watch it every October from start to finish,
Okay.
and I read the manga.
During Halloween.
Yeah. Between October 1st and October 31st, I watched the entire
It is a good
series.
show to watch in Halloween.
It is.
Halloween month, October. Yeah.
It's nice and spooky. It's got some darker themes. I love that there's more than one main character, and the actual main character isn't the most interesting one. I love
Agreed.
Black Star. I love
Agreed.
Kid. Maka for the first half of this series I love,
Yeah.
and then she can fuck off. And also, there's titties everywhere.
You know what's crazy with that show is I've watched it start to finish, but I just can't
Yeah.
remember it. It didn't leave an impression on me. I
Or you-
obviously liked it
or you
because
just
I
have
watched it.
shitty memory.
I watched
Yeah.
it start to finish, but I'm freaking blanking on that thing.
We'll have to
rewatch it.
rewatch.
Yeah,
Do a
we're gonna have
rewatch
to
where of
rewatch
something
it.
I know
all
I
3 of us
watched
enjoy.
this.
But I really enjoy that one. Number 3. Oh God. Number 3.
Here we go.
Ooh. This is a tough one because I already have my number 1 and my number 2, and I'm sure
Can
they'll
I
be.
guess it?
Let me get my number 3 first, and then you can
I was
guess.
gonna guess your number 3.
Oh my. Okay. Guess
He
what?
doesn't even know what his
Rio.
No,
number
I-
is.
Ryohei Kenshin?
No, actually, Rurouni Kenshin is in my top 10, but it would be like closer to 7 or 8.
Okay, go ahead.
So number 3 is kind of out there. Haikyuu, the volleyball anime.
Oh, I've seen
I
that.
absolutely-
On Crunchyroll, I've seen. It's
I
always telling me you should watch
absolutely love
this.
You
Haikyuu.
might love this.
I don't give a shit about volleyball. In
Yeah.
real life, you ask me to play volleyball with you, I'll tell you to go fuck yourself, and I will go sit in a corner by myself instead of doing
Well,
it.
they
I
can
don't
make
care
it
about
cool.
the way they do it, the way they introduce the characters and have their personalities where everyone matters, everyone's part of the team. It's not like the main character is just like the best athlete ever, but he's not bad, so he's not like taking everything down. They make it so his skills go well with the skills of another player on the team. And
Now-
like they make a great combination. So it's them learning how to grow with that on top of everyone else on the team growing along with them and working to everyone's strengths and just being a team.
So there is one show that has a cool volleyball scene. Hunter x Hunter? Is it anything like
No,
that?
are you talking about when they're at Greed Island?
Yeah.
That's dodgeball, bud.
Oh shit,
When they're
that
fighting
was
razors?
dodgeball. It was dodgeball.
Same shit.
Almost the same.
Hitting
They're-
each other with
They're
balls.
hitting it like volleyball sometimes.
Yeah, that part is true.
Okay.
But
Okay, so now we're gonna guess his top 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
that's one of them.
That's top 1.
Is that number 1 or number 2?
That's-
2.
No, that's
One
number
Piece
1.
is number 1. Oh,
If we're talking
Yu Yu Hakusho's number 1.
if we're talking anime, One Piece is number 2, and Yu Yu Hakusho is number 1.
okay.
If
One
we're
Piece-
talking manga,
One Piece yeah.
One Piece is number 1, and Yu Yu Hakusho is number 2. So I call them like a 1A and 1B.
So pretty much One Piece is kicks ass.
Oh, I love One Piece. I have a Luffy tattoo on my leg, and my entire left leg is dedicated to One Piece.
Nice.
My right leg, I've got Jujutsu Kaisen and Naruto.
That's probably gonna take over eventually for top 5.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
So I am up to date on the manga
Yeah, me
in
too.
it, and it is up there.
Still need a little more though.
I call it 6 or 7.
Still need a little more.
And once they finish the
You caught up
the
yet?
culling arc,
No, I'm not caught up yet. I'm a slow reader.
Almost.
I barely know how to read.
I really like the fight that's going on right now.
yeah, how with the Lucky Lotto stuff. Oh, I love that.
I'm at the part right now where they are going to make the movie about where they go back in the past.
Yeah.
Gojo's backstory.
Yes,
That's
Gojo's
pretty
backstory.
much the start. You're basically phase 2.
Well, I started over.
Congrats, you're starting the second season.
Yeah, I started over.
Phase 2 of the second season.
Yeah, exactly.
Once they animate Shibuya, though, that is gonna be just amazing. I can't wait to see Toto's fight in Shibuya. I want to see just Should we? Where they're in the train station?
Oh, okay. I was like,
So, out of your top 5,
Oh,
which do you want to see be made into a series or movie?
live action?
Yes.
Not a single goddamn.
Not a
one.
single one.
Oh, too bad. One Piece is already
I'm cautiously optimistic about the One Piece live action that's coming up because Oda is very involved.
They have a high
And-
budget.
Yeah, each episode in the One Piece live action is said to have a similar budget to a Game of Thrones episode, which we know is absolutely
That is
bonkers.
bananas.
The only issue that I think is going to come up as far as a One Piece live action goes is that is some of the goofiest shit you will see. Like at one point, there's a guy whose power, he turns into a giraffe with a square nose, and his entire shtick is trying to convince people that giraffes are cool while he's trying to beat the shit out of Zoro.
Well, not only is some of their powers goofy, but their Luffy's a goofy guy. There's no one that exists like him in real life. He's just goofy.
I'd say there's some people who exist like him in real life. They don't have many friends, but they exist.
So what's Luffy's nickname? Does he have a nickname?
His name is Monkey D. Luffy. He doesn't really have a nickname.
Monkey D. Luffy.
Monkey D. Luffy.
Okay.
Monkey is his last name.
So one of his nicknames is Monkey.
Yeah. I grew those are my nicknames. But that's not why I like the show. But.
You based the entire thing just...
No.
I mean, I got called a clown my
it.
entire childhood. I'm not sitting here getting called Hisoka now.
Yeah. I liked it because pirates is a cool concept. And they turned that into an anime, which is awesome.
So, I hated One Piece when I first watched it because I watched the 4Kids dub on Toonami. I don't know if any of you remember that. They did the Yu-Gi-Oh!, the Pokemon. They're responsible for the famous Brock scene of, I'm going to turn my frying pan into a drying pan.
I don't remember that.
What? Okay, so basically they did all the child-friendly dubs.
Oh, okay.
For that, and they censored a lot of stuff. Like Sanji's cigarette is a lollipop. All the guns are water guns. Instead of killing Bellamere, Arlong takes her to the dungeon.
And that's where you first saw it?
That's where I first saw it. And Sanji, remember? Did you ever watch Yu-Gi-Oh! In English?
Yeah,
remember Joey Wheeler's accent and how he's from Brooklyn? He's like, "Hey, yo, Yugi,
yeah.
let's get a slice of pizza and gabagool."
Yeah.
That's how Sanji's voice was.
Okay.
Like, he just sounded like he had a shitty Brooklyn accent. And, like, I thought it was cool at first. And the One Piece rap is absolutely amazing and sticks with me to this day.
Huge fan piece.
But I watched a couple episodes and I just had to stop. And I don't know. I wish I could have seen how they handled later characters like Bon Clay and Ivankov and basically all the...
They're still doing it?
No. They're not doing the 4Kids dub anymore. But if there was one thing I see now that I'm so in love with One Piece that nothing could change it, I would want to see the shitty dub do these characters that are not child friendly at all, based on a lot of people's standards.
Yeah.
And while there are great characters and I absolutely love them, there are a lot of families in America that would be not okay with it. And I'm not trying to call out any religious groups right now, but they are the problem. Looking at you, Christians.
They are the problem.
Yeah.
So
now I would pick Naruto.
You would pick Naruto?
A series, not a movie.
Series.
Live action series. If I had to pick a movie, I think One Punch Man is honestly
the
simplest to make a movie out of. You can literally fit a season in a movie.
It's what you wouldn't be able to put any sort of backstory in it, though.
Right.
You would have to already know. I just mean, with Saitama, like all the stuff that happened, you would have to already start with him being the hero for fun.
Like, if you make Naruto into a movie, you get like the first 3 episodes.
I don't even think you get that. You get like the swing set, and that it would just show that, and then that would be the whole thing.
Or they'd have to start further back, like.
Okay, so which one do you guys think I would prefer to be made into an anime or to a series?
Demon Slayer.
Obviously.
No.
What?
Okay. I'm actually interested to see what it is now because I 100% thought
a series. Dragon Ball.
No.
They tried to do that with Evolution, and it was more. It was, but they tried to live action it, and it just looks so bad.
I don't take that as a reference. I just take that as some rich guy.
But a movie's gonna have a
movie.
That's probably what.
But a movie's gonna have a bigger budget than just a regular TV show in most cases is.
Yeah, but I don't take that Dragon Ball movie as anything serious. I take that as a private investor who loved Dragon Ball, got a lot of money,
or just really hated Dragon Ball. It was like, I want to make this look as dumb as possible.
Yeah, that too. It was an inside job.
Yeah, Dragon Ball.
So for me,
Rurouni Kenshin.
They already did.
They have done a lot of those, actually.
And it's actually pretty good.
They're not bad.
Yeah. But no. So Rurouni Kenshin would have been one, but they already did it. I don't think you could pull Demon Slayer off.
I think Demon Slayer would be the easiest one to pull off.
No.
They don't have superpowers. They're literally just fighting with swords.
Is that water stuff?
Yeah,
that would be
that's
I think, but it would look terrible.
No, it wouldn't.
I think it would.
With today's CGI, you can make it like a background and kind of do the thing. Or have water effects coming off the sword.
Right, so
I think it would be tough to do and not be corny.
What would you pick then?
So I would pick Yu Yu Hakusho. I think you could pull that one off fairly easy.
Honestly,
yes.
yeah. No, I think they could do it.
Yeah. It's just a tournament style. Right?
Yeah, it
not
would
a movie,
it would be fucking dope.
A series could definitely do it, especially early Yu Yu Hakusho, where his power is just that he's got a gun out of his
people
finger.
Forget about that show. I love that.
It's one of the greatest, and Hunter x Hunter is by the same author. I don't know if you know that.
Oh no.
But they are the same author.
The reason they're not my top 10.
Same animation style.
Reason they're not
really
my top
same
5.
style, and
I picked Hunter over that one.
I think Hunter x Hunter has a better story, but Yu Yu Hakusho has better characters.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy Kurapika, I enjoy Gon, I enjoy Killua, but if you're going to tell me that you like the 4 in Hunter x Hunter more than you appreciate Yusuke, Kuwabara, the original Himbo, you got Hiei, you got Kurama, their character development, everything they are.
I picked it over the story arcs and all that.
Yeah, and the story arcs in Hunter x Hunter are great.
And it's recency bias.
That's fair. That's
so,
completely fair.
Another question then. Why do you guys think anime is taking off in popularity a little bit more now than it has in the past?
Because I think the main reason is cable is going away, and that way TV shows aren't making good TV shows anymore. I mean, obviously, you still have Stranger Things and Netflix still has, but it's not like cable TV
streaming
shows. Yeah,
streaming
streaming.
Yeah.
So people streaming, there ain't nothing better than streaming than anime. You got 10 seasons, 100 episodes.
That's true. It is almost an endless amount.
If you stream like any other TV shows, like 10 episodes a season, freaking 5 seasons, 4 seasons, it's not worth it. You know, but
that's fair.
It's just getting into that streaming age where they're pretty much TV shows just aren't as good as they used to be.
It's just a little more available.
Yeah.
Is that your main reason, you think?
Like, what's the last TV show you guys watched, like, with real people? Supernatural for us?
Supernatural would be for me, yeah. That's the only one I kept, like, up to date with, you know.
It's like, they're having good TV shows, but anime is just, that's where the money's at.
Well,
I can't even think of the last live-action show I watched. The last American show I watched was Invincible.
Invincible? I know that movie.
yeah.
No. It's a show. It's an American comic book that was
on
turned into a show.
Amazon
It is insanely good.
Very brutal.
Yeah.
So what's taking
Very
over
brutal.
right now, I think, is reality TV, for sure.
I hate reality TV.
And anime.
I love the garbage. I just love talking. Like, I'll watch Beyond Scared Straight. My girlfriend and I will just be texting. We'll start an episode at the same time, and we'll just be texting the whole time. And I remember there was one episode we were watching, and it was like, man, I hope this kid fucking gets shot. And then the episode ends, it's like, oh, he went back to his gangbanging shit. And I look it up, and it's like, this kid shot 3 years after the episode aired.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go!
Yeah.
I did it.
Well,
I made that happen.
I mean, yeah, that's a good one. I mean, but the reality show my girlfriend likes, and yeah, we all got girlfriends and a wife, is
what he means is we're taken.
is the girly ones, like Selling Sunset,
My wife
I've
likes
never-
Love
those
at
too.
First Sight.
Never heard of this.
Yeah, well,
It's a little tough sitting there
I can't.
in bed and
But that's what's taking over right now. And anime, answer the question.
My
is
600-pound life.
anime style.
so like for me, it was like the only way to watch anime when we were kids was Toonami and Cartoon Network, and what they had was what was there, and it was like 4, I think, 4 or 5.
Yeah,
that's why we like
Big
it.
O.
That's because we grew up with it.
Yeah, we grew up with that.
We're talking about like why everybody likes it now.
But that's what I'm saying. So once those were taken off, it's like Toonami. When did Toonami get taken off the air?
2013 to 16. No, they brought it back for a while.
Really?
They still had a version of it after I graduated high school.
So that's when I stopped watching anime, was when Toonami went away.
Because when Toonami
went away,
and then YouTube came about.
Yeah, YouTube came out, and
that's how I watched all of original Naruto on YouTube. And episode like part 1, part 2,
that's
part 3.
That's how I started watching.
Yeah, I watched the whole Dragon Ball series again on YouTube. But then Netflix came out, and their anime gallery is actually pretty big.
Yeah. And Crunchyroll.
When I had Netflix, it wasn't that great. It had like Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like now.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying when I had Netflix. So but one that I love that I did not mention, that I honestly could switch with Soul Eater out of my top 5. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, I was watching that. That was on Toonami for a while, right?
I think it might have been, but it's on Netflix, Hulu, all those. It is arguably one of the 3 best anime ever made. If you go to my anime list, like where people get to vote on their anime, it is the consensus number 1.
It is an extremely popular one.
It is. Have you watched it?
Yes. Okay. No, not all the way through. I haven't watched it all the way through. Again, that was one of those things where it was on Toonami, and
then
I would
stopped.
Watch it there, and then they cut Toonami and cut everything else. So I was like, no.
Okay. It's definitely worth checking out and continuing. It's got great characters, great story, great world building. I think top to bottom, it is just a top tier experience.
Well, so after that, I got really into comic books and stuff. So, and then,
but I thought you said you can't read.
I can't. I was watching the movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, all my comic book collections I have?
Yeah.
Never been read.
There's collectible. Like, that makes sense. Like, they're worth more.
All of my comic books up there?
Yeah.
Never read them.
Okay.
Don't know how to read.
I
like pictures.
I never learned either.
I'll look at the pictures and piece.
Just don't look at the words.
No. I'll pretend the words aren't even there. I'll just look at the pictures like, oh, Superman punched somebody. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Oh, Lois Lane. Boring. But, and then Netflix came back and got a pretty good selection of anime. And then, who was it? Someone told me about You told me about Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I gave you my account.
And then I started watching everything on Crunchyroll. So then I'm enjoying a lot on there. Like, Tokyo Revengers is probably one of my new favorites for now.
It's pretty solid. My tattoo artist actually got me into Tokyo Revengers.
Oh yeah.
Jesse's tattoo artist actually got me into Tokyo Revengers also.
He has a thing, like, he'll set up his iPad before he got that TV.
Yeah.
He'll put up shows?
Yeah, he would just open Crunchyroll for him, like, yo, watch what you want.
Oh.
And he's like, I recommend this, though. I just started watching it. So I turned it on and started going with that. Last time I watched Spy X Family. Have either of you watched any of Spy X Family yet?
No, but that is always on. Crunchyroll is advertising that.
It's so good. It's adorable.
So you get your tattoo and you watch the show while you
Yep.
Yeah. And you just hang out.
I had 3 hours for my last one, and
pretty cool.
We watched Mugen Train.
Yeah,
what if he gets too into it though while he's tattooing?
No, he doesn't really watch it.
I watch it.
Yeah, no, his focus is just insane. Like, there will be times he'll like talk to you, but you'll answer.
Yeah.
He'll wait until he picks up and then he'll respond to you, and then he'll go back down. Like, his line work is, like, you can tell he's got nothing else on his mind except just making each line perfect.
He'll use an assortment of needles to do it too.
Yeah.
Not just 1 or 2.
Like, he's got 4 or 5 that he usually switches between based on what lines. I mean, obviously any good tattoo artist will have that.
Yeah, well, I don't pay attention to that. Then Swiss
I mean,
needles.
I do, because normally if I've gotten to get I got a few tattoos, and I go in there and they usually use 2 or 3 needles,
Oh yeah.
not 6.
Yeah,
That's
for
crazy.
each individual part, like for the small details like the eyes, so he used one of the thinnest ones possible. He used really tiny. I've got manga panels on my thigh,
Yeah.
and he used one for the quick line work around the actual like all that thing.
Yeah.
He used 3 different needles for the shading. He used for the text. He used a different one, and he got some tiny letters on there,
Super
and they
tiny.
didn't blow out. And is like the way he does it is just so impressive. I don't like needles in general, but I will sit there and watch him if it's in a place that I can see. I'll sit there and watch him and be like, holy shit! Like,
Speaking of that, Sean got a tattoo gun,
wait, you did?
I did.
and one of the episodes we're gonna tattoo one of our buddies.
Ooh, you should tattoo me too.
I thought you were gonna
Yeah, I
get
want
nervous.
Trogdor from Homestar Runner.
Nah, the
The Terminator.
tattoo he wants is Goku,
Flying-
little Goku on
flying
the flying
Nimbus.
Nimbus.
Oh,
So-
see, I want it to be really
What?
bad.
So just okay. So first
it is
off,
gonna be bad. 'Cause
so you guys
he
know.
showed us the samples.
So you guys know.
He's a really good,
Uh,
really good artist, but that doesn't translate right off the bat.
Jay Mari is a anime only tattoo artist. That is all he does.
He actually does portraits too. I do want to add that.
Oh, yeah,
caveat.
yeah, he does do
will
portraits.
do portraits, and
But
if
he
you-
has to get to know you first.
Yeah, if you get to know and you guys have a good rapport,
Yeah.
he can do anything. I've got a duck with a knife in its mouth with some sick ass lettering around it, and I feel like if that was the first thing I asked for, he wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
But we got along while we were going.
You
and-
got some of your samples around here?
No, I'm not here. So, with that said, I gotta respect a lot of tattoo artists. It is not easy. It does not translate. Okay.
These
I-
are really,
and skin are 2 different things.
Yes, paper and
really
skin.
good artists.
Like, I did the logo for this one, which we'll put up later on the screen so everyone can see it.
Speaking of which, I got beef with that logo because I'm based off of the Luffy character, but for somehow I got a receding hairline, and I'm a 50-year-old grown man.
You have a lot of forehead. I'm sorry.
He's
got-
also gray.
Look at this
Just
hairline.
completely gray.
He's got a lot of forehead. A lot
Like
of forehead.
colorblind guy looking at someone with jaundice.
And
Gray.
it's perspective.
It is
what
not.
it is. Yes.
No.
Your face is coming at the screen. Of course, your head's gonna look big.
Well, anyway,
So yes, but no,
like that.
it is one thing to be able to draw on paper or on a tablet or a drawing pad. It is a
Tattoos.
whole nother story being able to do it on skin. And I haven't had a chance to do it on skin yet. I've been doing it on practice skin.
But
And
we'll get that.
I
on
will
here.
I will 100%. I volunteer. There's no question in my
Show one of
mind.
your drawings.
Just take my
Right there.
body. Oh yeah, the top one up there for a cover of my.
So he's a good drawer,
Comic book.
but that shit does not
But,
translate like I thought it would.
No, I didn't eat. I was not. I mean, actually, I was kind of surprised that it didn't translate. I came in a little cocky and was like, I got this. I could be a great tattoo artist. And no, I fucking suck.
But that's why you practice.
Yeah.
And that's why you
Exactly.
have people who they understand that everything
me.
is
I'm
temporary.
not gonna try it.
I wanted to do the Straw Hat Gang logo, which that's an easy logo, right?
Yeah.
I got that. I
I'm
can
gonna-
do that.
You
Probably
cannot
not.
do
It's
that.
gonna come out like shit.
So I'm going to be getting that on my knee by J. Mari.
On the actual
Yeah,
kneecap.
on the kneecap. It is gonna hurt really bad, and I'm not excited for it, but I'm excited for it to be done.
I'll try it.
You want to try one?
Moose Drew? Of course.
Oh, so
we don't want to try Moose Drew.
this is so on top of anime, we'll be talking a lot about tattoos, and we will be trying a bunch of different kind of beers. So here's a Moose Drool I got, and it's a brown ale from Big Sky Brewing Company, Montana.
And hopefully you'll be seeing this on my body next time.
At least
I
6
think
times. I think he's gonna get it on multiple parts of his body,
Of course.
just to show his dedication.
Now,
Yep.
let's take it easy. That's not number 1 on my list.
Each
That's
limb
this show
and
right
then
here.
each nipple is gonna be the Straw Hat logo. And oh, thank you. While Sean is introducing Moose Drool, I'd like to talk about this little known gem that I brought to the party today. It's a rare Coors Light. It's
called a
cold as
Silver
the
Bullet.
Rockies.
Yup.
And it is lagered, filtered, and packaged.
And if you notice that his mountains are not blue,
They
Yeah.
were when I took it out of the fridge.
they're nice and gray.
It's okay.
We've been sitting here talking for a minute.
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess.
an American,
Well, they were
unfortunately.
never blue.
We're never blue. I mean, it's a little cold still.
Yeah, it's got some chill. I took it out of the fridge. I got it from the refrigerated section at Rayleigh's, and then I put it straight in my fridge.
Huh?
Okay.
So it never got warm. I think these cans just don't turn blue because of the economy.
Or you
And if
got
there's
defective cans.
I mean, maybe, but I'm going to blame the economy because I'm
Okay.
an American.
Different material. I can see that.
Fuck the economy.
Sure.
Yeah. But the price of Dr. Pepper did go down by 30 cents at work over the last 2 weeks. So I think inflation is finally over.
Oh,
And that's the only thing I base it off of, Dr. Pepper prices.
Dr. Pepper.
Well, actually, you know, like legit, the one thing you base it off is the Arizona iced tea. If it's not 99 cents anymore, you got a huge problem.
That doesn't sound like Dr. Pepper to me. Does that sound like Dr. Pepper to you, Sean?
It's not a real thing, though.
It
But I
is a
don't-
real
I
thing.
don't
There's 23 whole flavors in Dr. Pepper.
No, but I'm saying that Arizona
think-
iced tea has never changed its price.
It was $1.29 for a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's scare you.
That should scare you.
That's what I'm saying.
The Costco hot dog is still $1.50. Sam's Club still sells pretzels for $6.99, whatever. Inflation doesn't exist until Dr. Pepper goes back up. We're not going to worry about gas prices. We're not going to worry about...
I love DP.
Oh, man.
I hate Dr. Pepper.
No, he's not talking about soda.
Oh, double
No,
penetrations?
no,
Yeah.
I'm talking about soda.
It's just, hey, I am talking about soda.
I'm not.
Riley, I
My
swear.
favorite place to go is Paris.
But anyways, let's talk about...
So, are there any anime that you hate? Like, if we recommended it, you would fight kicking and screaming to
No,
avoid
because if
watching
it's
it.
an anime. Well, you know what? I'm really picky about what I watch. So I've been pretty much right on the money every show I watch.
He's batting 1,000 right
I'm
there.
that good.
I'm that good.
Like, I do my, like, I'm not going to watch a show that I have any doubt about, really.
So for me, I think you know what it's gonna be.
No, I'd love to hear what it's going
No,
to be.
you 100% know.
No, I think you should tell me what it is.
Okay.
Because it might end up being the first recommendation.
I guess there's a difference between.
You're talking about Naruto?
Shush. I guess there's a difference between dub and undubbed, and I don't know how to read, so
Dub and
I'm not doing the
I love,
undubbed.
First of all,
Or-
I love sub. I don't care about
Yeah,
it.
if I'm not doing
No, I
other
can't do
things,
subs.
I'm all
Cannot
for
do
it.
sub. I can't do the
Anyway,
sub.
what are you talking about?
Naruto. I'm fucking talking about Naruto.
He doesn't want to listen to the little blonde fucking sociopath yelling, "Believe it!"
Believe
every
it.
5 seconds.
Believe
Which
it.
he doesn't do in Japanese. He says,
Like I said.
he
Like I
says,
said.
Databayo, which is like a tick, like he basically has Tourette's.
Well, you
Like-
know what? I think I might have ruined it for him because I watched it when I was a kid all day.
So all he heard
So-
was believe it.
Yes.
believe it.
So me and Billy are brothers. He's my younger brother.
Yeah, and I watched it all day.
I'm Jesse's dad.
Yeah, he reminds me every Thursday
Yes,
that he is my dad.
I'm his poppy.
But you can't pick one of the most popular
You-
animes ever.
You can.
and say don't
I
like
just
it.
fucking did.
It
I
doesn't
just
mean he's
fucking-
No, I'm
not going
saying
to
he
watch.
can't because he hasn't given it a fair shot.
Yes, I have. 14 episodes is not a fair shot.
No.
No, I'd say
Like,
14 episodes is a fair shot, but you have to try it in
Think so?
sub.
I don't think so.
No,
No,
like,
no,
see, here's
no, you
here's
do.
the problem with
And
that.
he didn't watch all 14 at once, I'll tell you that. It's probably spread out.
Yeah, I was spread out.
Oh, then no.
Yeah.
You gotta at least get through the Zabuza arc all in
You
one
gotta
go.
watch it. I watched Demon Slayer. I watched the first 7, took a break, and then I just went back at it hard.
See,
That's what you gotta do with
I
Naruto.
couldn't watch the Demon Slayer anime. I read the manga.
Yeah, just like you're
because I
saying
could blow
Naruto was
through it.
annoying. I had to mute it whenever that.
Zenitsu?
No,
Zenitsu
fuck
talks.
you. Zenitsu is an angel, and we love him.
I had to mute it.
Oh
when he
my
first
god, I
started
love
talking.
Zenitsu so much.
So
I don't have to hear his voice because I read the manga, but he's so funny,
Yeah,
and then he's
he's
such a
awesome. He's
badass.
awesome,
And then
yeah.
when he gets to the point where he
That
can do
was
that
the
shit
beginning.
awake.
I'm talking about the beginning. I legit had to mute it.
okay, so
Okay, I was the same way with Black Star my first time watching Soul Eater,
Oh yeah.
and we definitely talked. And
I
Excalibur.
never got annoyed by Black Star.
What?
Yeah,
I
never got
hated
annoyed
him
by Black
so
Star.
much my first time watching it. Black Star and Excalibur ended up being two of my favorite characters in the show.
Wait,
And-
so who's your character in the logo?
I'm Black Star.
Black Star.
Yeah.
Black Star.
I'm excited about that. I
Yeah.
got a little bit of a Vegeta hairline on it, but that's okay because I understand my hair's
Well,
receding.
listen, this
I haven't
guy
fallen to.
is not a good people drawing hair, man.
Honestly,
Yes,
I
I
disagree.
am.
I disagree. I thought he did a great
You're just
job.
mad
On
that
me?
I represented your forehead.
Yeah, I'm sorry that he showed you your receding hairline.
I do
So-
not have a receding. My
Speak-
hairline
so
is
speaking
fucking
of,
legit.
so you've met Jack, right?
Yeah.
You have not met Jack.
Correct.
Okay, so Jack wanted me to draw him as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And this is what I did.
Yeah, but you drew him. He looks drunk and dumb. He
Yeah,
doesn't always look like that.
but it's way funnier like this.
And he's bald. See, my thing with him is he doesn't ever have his hair combed up. Or
I
slicked
do
back.
too, all the time.
Everyone's forehead looks big when their hair is combed up and
No,
shit.
plus-
That's not true.
Plus, in
I
my
used to have regular size.
my character, I'm moving
Well, you
forward.
know what? Not only that though, you
We're
do make
all-
me look really old. Do I not look old in it?
You were great. You're
Yeah.
dying with
You
jaundice.
made me look
I'm
great.
sorry. You're a Make-A-Wish kid.
You made me look
He
great
was-
in that shit.
Your Make-A-Wish was to be Luffy, and he gave it to you.
I
Gave
gave
it
it
to
to
You
you.
should be thanking
I
him.
gave
I
it to
should
you.
not be thinking it.
I even put you little pencil mustache.
I
in
do.
there.
I was gonna say that's the only part I like.
Was the
My
mustache.
mustache. Yeah.
He may not be allowed around schools, but that's
made
the
me
one
look
part he's
old.
okay with.
And then he made himself look. You guys are gonna see it. Made himself look like every kid's hero.
That's who I am. What do you want me to say?
I don't want to be any kid's
He
hero.
made himself look
That
like
is,
a typical. I'm here to save the day.
I'm
And
here to save the day,
I'm
baby.
coming in like
He's coming in hot. Ryan's coming in hot.
I'm coming in like I got a restraining order at a couple schools.
See, I'm just excited that I get to wear shorts in the picture because I don't ever get to wear shorts.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, just living vicariously through the logo is really all that's going to keep me going for the next couple weeks.
Well, anyway, Lippy's the strongest in that logo anyway.
Current Luffy, yes.
Yeah. And you have no
You
say in
can't-
it.
You can't
Rank-
compare.
rank- yes, you can.
No, you
Rank-
can't.
Yeah, no, you legitimately
Sorry,
can.
we
You
can.
legitimately can.
That's another topic for another day.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have to do a
That's
couple of
something that'll
stupid power
take
scaling episodes. I hate power scaling.
3
I love
episodes to
arguing.
fucking do.
Well, I like power scaling, but you gotta keep
I just love arguing about power
Sada
scaling.
Man out of it, and you gotta keep Dragon Ball Z characters out of it.
No, you can keep Dragon Ball Z characters out of it.
Their power
Only
scale
if
out
you
of
have
is
it, yeah, out of
endless.
it.
No, you keep them in it.
No,
Sorry.
you can't keep them.
Yeah, you can. All you gotta do is put them against Sailor Moon.
Get out of here.
Sailor Moon dog washes Goku and it's not close. I will die on this hill forever.
You already
You could
stated
be
that
dead.
you have something against Dragon Ball.
I don't have anything
so-
against Dragon Ball Z.
You
Goku.
said it in the beginning.
I said I still like it, but it's not in my top 20. There's things about it that take it out of the top 20, and there's things I like more. I didn't say I dislike
Well,
it.
then, yeah, we'll have that topic. We'll have him in it then.
Yeah.
We'll win
Yeah,
it.
but
Yeah, and then how Ben 10 just solos all of them.
No.
No, he legitimately
is
does
Ben
it.
10 anime though?
It's not anime, but
So then we're not
Dude,
going
it
to talk
doesn't
about
no,
matter.
but I'm saying Ben 10 could beat the shit out of any anime character you talk about, especially with Alien
I've
X.
never watched
It's not.
this.
Well, then you can say that about Superman.
You're right, Corey. Actually, no, Superman can't.
Yes,
All you need is a rock to beat him. I'm sorry. His weakness is
which
literally
doesn't,
a rock.
which doesn't exist in the anime
Batman
universe.
beat up a mugger who had 3 in his wallet. Like everyone can find kryptonite. Superman is a bitch.
This is only in the DC universe
We're
that
getting way off
kryptonite
topic
exists.
right now.
Yes, that is
I-
true. We are getting way off topic.
Anyway, my favorite anime is Corey in the House. Really think the
That's a
character
Disney
development.
Channel show, right?
The Corey's like the Corey Feldman and Corey, what's his name?
I don't know.
This is way. This is like another country. Too.
We like to get off topic sometimes.
We get distracted. But we digress.
This is whenever someone dies in Dragon Ball, they just sprinkle a little bit of this in there.
Yeah, a little bit of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, there's no
magic.
consequences to anything that happens.
Yeah, if you die while you're dead, you're gone forever.
Okay, just don't die while you're dead. Do you understand how easy it is?
Easier said than done.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's so easy. You have
The
to.
afterworld is a scary place.
No, it's
Vegeta
not.
was
You
fighting-
spend the first forever waiting for King Yama.
Vegeta was fighting Boo while dead.
That was his own fault.
Well, still.
Do you know how many regular people just don't come back and try to fight?
Well, not Vegeta.
Boo?
He's not a regular person, obviously.
Yeah, but that's still Vegeta, and he got to fuse with
Another
Goku
reason-
while he was doing it.
Another reason GT probably ruined you, because he would probably do that in GT. He wouldn't fight. This ain't GT.
He did fight in GT.
Reluctantly.
What are you talking about? I'm sorry, he has a whole family
Reluctantly.
now, and he doesn't leave his family constantly.
Yeah.
He had character
That's a
development.
different story. He's away
What do you
want
want to save the world or be a good family man?
Goku
If you
chooses
don't
to
save the world, there is no family.
What is Gohan's dad name? Piccolo, that's right. You know who else fights to save the world? Piccolo still fights to save the world.
Well, Piccolo can't die, so he has to stay home with the kids.
You know, okay, that means Piccolo without a dick is fucking Chi-Chi daily,
So
and Goku is out getting beat the shit out of by Whis. How do you think that feels? Do you know how Gohan probably gets made fun of at school because he gets dropped off by a 7'3" green guy with antennas who says, "Bye, son," and then he just leaves?
Nah. Goku's homeschooled. Alright.
no,
Gohan's not homeschooled.
Well, he was.
Gohan.
He was.
Not when he
homeschooled.
got to high school.
Yeah, but by then he could do whatever the fuck
By
he
then.
wanted.
No, he couldn't. He was a bitch by
He was
then.
the Great Saiyan man.
That is the worst argument you could make.
He
by
was
The
a
Great
superhero.
Saiyan is why I hated the Boo saga.
by then
It
you
took
didn't
me
pay
until
attention.
halfway through the Boo saga to get over that.
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
was stupid, but you didn't pay attention.
Yeah,
to
no,
that.
Gohan was the
I paid way
biggest.
too much
Yes,
attention
it
to
is
that.
what it is. with
Gohan was the biggest letdown in Dragon Ball Z.
And it was all because of popularity
Yeah, Dragon
polls
Ball
and
Z.
people wanting.
that. He's the
Goku
biggest
back.
letdown in anime history, I think.
No, I think so. I'll
who's-
explain that.
Who's the biggest letdown in anime history then?
I'll be right back and I'll explain.
Well, it could be Shanks from One Piece, but you never watched that. Shanks, the biggest hype,
The biggest hype, but biggest letdown.
but he could turn into the biggest letdown. He's the biggest hype in anime.
So he
history.
hasn't turned into the biggest letdown yet.
Not yet, but he could, right?
Personally, I think it's Gohan.
No, Gohan. He's definitely on that list. And I'm not sure who he's gonna say, but
He's gonna say Goku.
Goku ain't a letdown.
He hates Goku. Well, he hates Dragon Ball Z. I know he says he doesn't, but I know he fucking
That's
does.
because he's had one too many silver bullets.
One too many silver
That's why you
bullets.
don't drink this.
Bad for your brain, kids.
Yeah. Silver bullets making him think Dragon Ball isn't a good show.
Dragon Ball is a good show.
What's that?
Dragon Ball is a good
So
show.
who's the biggest letdown
I said the
character?
biggest hype is Shanks from One Piece. The biggest hype.
Oh yeah, he shows up 6 times in the entire series, and every time he basically does nothing and still terrifies everyone.
Yeah, he's,
Fuck
he's the biggest hype who could turn into the biggest letdown.
No, I don't think there's any way Shanks turns into a letdown. Because the options at this point are either he's legitimately just a good guy and hanging out.
Well, a letdown would be he never fights. That would be the letdown.
Honestly, I'd be fine if Shanks never has a fight. I'd be fine with that.
So who's your biggest
No.
anime letdown?
Mine is Renji from Bleach. Have either of you ever watched Bleach?
I watched some of it.
The red-haired
And I
guy.
haven't seen enough to see him a letdown.
Okay, so the entire at the beginning,
Bigger letdown than Gohan?
because Gohan still has redeeming qualities.
Yes, sir.
Like,
I haven't seen it.
Well, to be a letdown, you have to have high peaks.
but at the beginning
Lowest
of
low.
Bleach, he's made out to be one of the stronger Soul Reapers.
Okay.
He's a lieutenant. He's supposed to be one of the strongest guys. And then you find out that he just doesn't ever win a fight. He turns into Yamcha. After being built up at the beginning as one of the stronger guys there, he gets fucking bodied by Ichigo.
That'd be a
Every
letdown.
fight he has, he just gets the shit kicked out of him. Like, and there's one episode where they're fighting the Arankars, and which is like really high ranked demons, and he goes in and he's like, and he
There's
kills them.
demons in Bleach.
Yes, that's like the whole thing.
Really?
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna watch Bleach. Don't
Okay,
worry.
okay, we're gonna
But,
watch Bleach. We're
like,
gonna
he
watch
doesn't-
There's
Bleach.
a
and
lot of
it's-
shows out there. We can't watch them all.
We
Alright.
can. It'll just take a while.
It'll take a long time.
But He just loses every fight, and then he keeps like, I got stronger. I'm here now. I'm back to this. Blah blah blah, and then just gets fucking dog washed. He gets there's a power in Bleach called Bankai, which is like the top level of releasing your sword's power and being there.
There's swords?
Yes, yes, there's swords.
That's my favorite thing.
I think
swords.
I think you will legitimately like Bleach very much.
Like what kind of swords?
Like samurai swords.
Okay, I'm in.
And you find out after he's had it for all this time that his sword didn't actually think he was strong enough to have it, so he had a fake one the entire time. And that's why he keeps losing fights.
Because he has a fake sword?
No, not a fake sword, just like the ultimate like release of his sword, the Bankai. He had a fake Bankai.
Okay.
Like his sword was like, you're not actually worthy of it, but I don't want to talk to you anymore, so here you go.
The swords talk?
The swords have souls, and they're like...
Why is it called Bleach?
Because after a certain arc, it makes you want to drink it.
No, for real.
Oh, I have no idea.
No.
Do you know?
No.
Oh, I thought you were about to
That's
hit me with
a
some
little weird,
trivia.
So
Why
they
is-
don't ever mention why it's called Bleach?
I don't think it's anything about...
So why is
like, a
Dragon Ball
certain-
called Dragon Ball?
Hey, Sean,
Are you kidding?
there's these things in the show.
What?
Am I going to have to explain Dragon Ball to you like I had to explain Spider-Man to
That
Andrew
is
yesterday?
crazy.
No, I'm
So
messing
you
with you
legit
guys.
don't know
I'm
why it's
messing with
called
you guys.
I don't.
Damn.
We should look into
I
that.
think it's just the name of the show.
We might have an answer next.
Every single show I
episode.
watched,
Why is it
the
called
title-
Why is it called Trigun?
I've never watched it.
Exactly.
Something with 3 guns?
No,
There's
no
no-
one has 3 guns. It's just the title, Trigun.
Hmm.
Trigun.
Whatever, there's guns in it.
Cowboy Bebop. Where's the cowboy?
He's a space cowboy.
No, he's not. He's a mercenary.
He's a space cowboy.
No, he's not. He's a bounty hunter.
Whatever.
Cowboy.
Close enough.
They're 2 different things.
So what's Bebop then?
Boogie Woogie?
The point is,
What's Jujutsu Kaisen? Can you guys answer that one?
that's the name of that high school they go to.
No, it's not.
Jiu-Jitsu.
No, it's
Right.
not.
Jujutsu means skill.
No. Are you ready for this? Because I actually know the answer to this one.
Okay. Say it.
If you translate Jujutsu Kaisen into English, it's wizard fight.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just like that one. Like
the whole
this is
point
a fun
is,
fact.
Bleach makes no sense then.
Well, did you know if you inject bleach into your veins, you're safe from COVID?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
And you're safe.
reliable sources.
Yeah, Trump, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe
No,
everything he
we're not
says.
talking politics.
I'm just trying to insert it.
Politics doesn't exist here. But anyways, guys, it has been over an hour. I know we keep talking all day.
See, that's the
Or arguing. What are we doing? We're
This
talking
is
or
just
arguing?
the episode about.
This was an episode. It started with just introducing ourselves, and I think that us talking about our views and like
Yeah,
what we like.
eventually we're gonna have topics and actual debates.
Exactly.
It's brought us closer together, I would say.
Actual debates, and by the end of this, he's gonna be a Dragon Ball fan.
I'm not a Dragon Ball fan.
Yes, he
It's
is.
gonna be
He's
on his
not a
top
fan of
10.
Dragon Ball.
No,
Top
it will
10.
never be in my top 10. I will list my entire. Oh, while you're in the bathroom, I brought up Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood,
Oh, okay.
and I flipped it out with Soul Eater.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Soul Eater's out of the top 5.
Well,
He
it's
said
not.
he said it could
Is
be.
Naruto in your top 10?
Naruto is probably like 15, but OG Naruto and then Shippuden takes it down out of the top 20.
Listen, man.
No.
I take sentimental value into consideration because that's what got me into.
But I like
Dragon
Naruto
Ball
a
got
lot.
you
I've
into
just
anime.
I've watched a lot of anime. Like I broke my neck when I was
but I just
17.
don't forget the first shows I watched.
The first shows I
Dragon
watched,
Ball,
Yu Yu Hakusho is one of them. That was number 2. That was one of the first ones I ever watched.
You do remember
But
that.
Hunter x Hunter took that from me.
But
Yu Yu Hakusho,
you can't talk about recency bias and then be like, you don't forget your first. You can't say those while we're talking about the same
There's
thing.
5 spots. I keep my first and my top 2.
It's hard to keep
And
the
then
top 5.
Yu Yu Hakusho, yeah, that's definitely number 6.
Have either of you guys watched My Hero Academia?
I watched a few episodes. I never really.
No, everyone keeps telling me I need to watch that.
I watched a few. I'm getting into it.
Something about a little kid and some big time hero guy gives him like a strand of hair or something.
So basically, yeah, more like what you said, like the guy who's a really great hero, little kid doesn't have any powers in a world full of people with powers. He meets his hero, and he's like, "Can I be a hero?" And it's like, "No, fuck you, you don't have a power." And then later, like he sees him just like do something super heroic that is, it's something like, "Oh hey, maybe he does have potential." And then he's like, "You need to eat my DNA, so either suck my dick or eat this piece of hair." And
he chose the hair?
That's what I'm saying. That's the first disappointment in the series. But overall, it's actually pretty good. I do enjoy it. The manga, where it is right now, it's in the final arc.
I'll get into it through the manga, and then I'll watch the show.
Yeah, honestly, if you read the manga, I wouldn't bother watching the show.
Yeah.
They do one of the most disappointing things in any anime I've watched.
Spoiler alert.
No, I'm not. It's just they switched the order of something in the story.
Spoiler alert. I'm just kidding.
And there's two different parts to a season that they have. One part was super important, and it was like everyone's favorite part of the manga. And then there was one part that was like a training arc, and then an arc that focused on the villains. So the villains was supposed to be like this big thing, and in the manga it's fucking amazing. And then the training arc was just like this really quick deal. They made almost the entire season the training arc, and then the last like 5 episodes were the whole part about the villains, and they just like ran through the entire thing, and I was so upset.
I can hear it. How upset you are in your voice.
I was. Like, it was like after you watch Gohan beat Cell, and then you see him turn into the Great Saiyaman, that level of disappointment.
That is a huge...
That is the level of disappointment to me in terms of how I can understand.
That's
from
not your
high
first.
to low.
That is huge.
Yeah,
that's
and
bad.
The great Shanks from One Piece, don't let us down.
There is no way Shanks can let you down. He's either a villain...
Him not fighting is the letdown.
How is that a letdown?
Because we never got to see it.
First off, you know at some point he's going to fight. He's going to have to go against Blackbeard's crew.
The fact that you think that and it doesn't happen is
But even if it doesn't, all of his fights have been off-screen, but the stuff he does is so epic.
A lot of the times they're talking about his fights off-screen, and you're just like, damn.
Like, at one
But you
point...
never get to see it.
No, because his whole character is shrouded in mystery. The whole thing is you don't know who he is right now. The first thing he does is inspire Luffy to be a pirate.
He's a badass. That's about it.
Yeah, you know he's a badass.
You never get to see him fight.
No.
The closest you see him do to fighting is in one of the first things you see is him standing there with someone who kidnapped Luffy and being like, "You really want to point a gun at me?" And then one of his crewmates shoots the guy in the head and kills him.
Well, his first closest to him.
I'm talking about the Mountain Band. It's not the Sea King. And then you have him in the middle of a war while, like, the whole thing's been going on for a while. Everyone, like, 2 hours before this has reports that he's on the other side of the world.
Fighting Kaido.
Yeah, fighting Kaido is sitting there, like, fighting another Emperor of the Sea, like, 2 hours before in another part of the world. He gets to the place where the main war is, pulls out his swords, blocks a punch from one of the highest, like, the strongest person in the Marines, and it says, "This war's over. If you want to keep fighting, you can fight my crew." Yeah. And then the war ends. No one wants to fight him. Everyone's like, "Yeah, I guess."
So his whole crew is a hype.
Yeah.
On top of him, his whole crew.
Like one of the highest level in the Marines is admirals, and one of them is sitting on top of a, and one of Shanks' first mates. He's sitting right there pointing a gun and he's like, "Oh, it's you." Okay, and he just like stops.
But the closest you get to see him fighting him is
when he pulls the sword
on Whitebeard.
Oh well, all they did was pull a sword on each other and split the clouds in the sky.
He's singing though.
But I don't see that as an actual fight. He
actually makes contact with someone else.
But he does that with Akainu too. Akainu. He does that when he's about to punch Kobe and he blocks it with the sword with one arm and just says, "This war is over."
Yeah.
Like he doesn't give a shit. He's there, like, if you want to fight, you can fight me right now. I will give you this smoke. And everyone backs off.
He's the biggest hype in
Yeah,
history.
he's shown up like 6 times.
So, guys,
yeah,
what can we tell our viewers that we're going to do in the next episode?
Well, next episode, hopefully I'll have this tattoo.
So we'll get to show you a straw hat tattoo on Ryan.
Uh-huh.
Do we want to watch a short series and make that our first kind of discussion or reaction? Something like 30 episodes or less?
I'm down with whatever.
Okay. Short series.
Then I call dibs on first recommendation.
Uh-huh.
Trigun.
Okay.
We're going to
Watch
start with
Trigun.
that. It's an older anime.
Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll, Hulu. It's on a bunch of different things.
Okay.
It should be very easy to find.
All right,
And the
guys.
dub is very good. I recommend the dub over the sub. The
You
dub
know
is
that's
fun.
not going to happen for me.
No, the dub is
Like
the English
dub.
voices.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't like sub, you like dub.
I like dub.
I like sub because I can read.
I don't.
Oh, wait, actually, do you guys have Netflix?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay. Do Fate Zero instead.
So we're doing Fate Zero or Trigun?
Fate Zero.
Fate Zero.
Fate Zero.
The indecisive Jesse.
Yes, but at the same time, I'm not 100% sure that Trigun's on Netflix.
Makes
So
sense.
this one I know you can both watch.
Yeah.
So
And then
do
we're gonna
Fate
get
Zero.
to the good stuff, like One Piece. Once he gets a little caught up on it.
Fate Zero is
so does
the
that
good
mean I
stuff.
gotta start watching that too?
Yes, I recommend it. Do it like a comic book on that one. It's
Yeah.
completely free on ShonenJump.com right now.
You have shown.
Yeah, I have Shonen Jump.
Yeah, I recommend it. It's super easy to read. The only issue is the guy's name is Zoro, not Zolo.
Zolo.
Yeah. Zoro.
Okay, guys. Well, we should sign off. It was fun chatting, arguing, fighting, drinking beer. Until the next time.
Until most real for now.
Later, guys.
See you next time. Have a good one.